Here's our weapon for today, DNA 6.3 alloy, beautiful. Literally got no fish left at home, nothing in the freezer, so yeah, we're gonna get a few shafts into a few fish, stock up. Having a looking around and the conditions are absolutely mint. Calm seas, wind's dropping, so we're going to go wide out to the Mokohinau, and it's about 50 kilometres offshore, so it might take us about an hour or so. See how fast Josh puts the throttle down, and yeah, we'll get into it. Plenty of birds working out here, big bust up, so the fish will be here, just hopefully we can see them. Jumping in, it was as dirty as expected, probably 5 meters at best, but hey, we knew there would be fish here somewhere, being this far out into the ocean, so loaded the gun and swam for the reef. What an amazing feeling, regardless of the visibility, just to be back in the water with my spear gun after 2.5 months out. Just an incredible feeling, and in my happy place. Diving down, taking in the scenery, stretching the lungs, searching for fish. It was pretty lifeless and pretty cold, but managed to start seeing some butterfish coming out of the kelp, so started to knock a few off. Always grab a few of these if I can. Beautiful fish and one of my favourites. In the case that conditions weren't going to improve, I decided to take a few of these butterfish to make sure I've got a good feed to go home with. Missing this one, but plenty more around. Not typically caught on line by rod fishermen, as they are vegetarian and eat kelp. They're a treat, and most people have never even tried them. Well known to spearos, however. Quite a ruthless shot on this butterfish, the spear coming right out through the eyeball, but hey, at least it was a nice fast death for the fish. One last butterfish, then it was time to move on and try and hunt some kingfish. Swimming around the island, I came across this beautiful little point where the current was merging and there was abundance of fish life. Big schools of blue and pink mau below, so diving down, I was pretty sure I was going to find something. Creeping down this ledge, over the kelp, I find a nice little position and take my pick. Spotting a nice large sized pink mau in the distance, I wait for the right chance and take my shot. As you can see, they get their name for a very obvious reason. Beautiful eating fish, nice white flesh. Dispatched the fish, and it wasn't long before I saw a big school of kahira out to the left here. Swimming past, lit up bright yellow. I knew there would be kingfish below. Diving down straight away before I could even see them, knowing that they would be there, and sure enough, in the murk here, unable to see on the video, there's about 6 to 8 good sized kingfish. I pick out the fattest and whack the shaft right through it. The fish takes off, swimming down into the depths, trying to reef me. The reel peeling off line, I make it to the surface, take a good deep breath. Looking back down, I can feel the fish tugging away violently. I think it's stuck on the reef and then it just goes slack. Unfortunately, I know I've lost the fish, but I'm just confused as to how, as it was such a good holding shot. The shaft comes up from the depths, looking like a banana, and I'm still confused. After checking my shaft out, I find the culprits, with one bronze whaler shark coming up from the depths, then another, and a pack of about 10 sharks just came out of nowhere. They were hungry, they were ramped up and excited, and they had mauled my kingy to pieces. It was a frenzy. In between all this commotion, there were a big snapper coming in. I just unfortunately had an unloaded gun with a bent shaft. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't have that video rolling, and it was just, yeah, it was a frenzy. Sharks coming at me from left, right and centre. I had my bent shaft just poking them off. Yeah, it was an intense situation.
Washing down, mate. What's going on in there? Hey? You got a kingy? Yeah. Oh, beauty, bro. Yeah. I got sharks, bro. Hey? I got sharks, big time. What was it? Look at my shaft, bro. You must be in the same school that came through, bro. Was there a few of them?
What happened? Is that from ramming or?
Bombed him, he just went straight down and just pretty much got to the surface. 5-10 seconds, it was just duk, 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 and then just went slack. I'm like, what? Came up, shaft bent, and then like 10 bronzies came in, bro.
Hey.
Heaps of them, little small ones. Oh, that's a nice fish, bro.
Yeah, nice and fat.
Beautiful.
I just went down to check a leg for cray. I got 2 on the spear at the same time, and a kingy came as well. But
oh, bro, there's heaps of good kingies, man.
Yeah, any 30s?
No, one would have been about 20 easy.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm gutted. Bro, heaps of them though.
Hey.
Oh, a bit of an update, I got absolutely sharked, first kingfish of the year. Just got to the surface and the thing just got whomped by about 10 bronze whalers. And anyways, came up with my shaft. Here's my shaft, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a good banana, so that's no good. Lucky I bought a couple of other guns, but Josh, he's got a mean kingy. Hold it up, bro.
Yeah, it's a good little
That's fat.
Nice fat thing, you know.
That's solid, man. That's,
Down in a cray hole, it just swam past.
this
I
guy's
just
about
nailed
8
it.
foot, so that's a big kingy. Beautiful, man.
It's good
Got some
start.
butters, got the bread and butter, nice pinky. So we're looking good and doing well for this dirty viz. But it's
Bearing up.
it's coming right. The tide's starting to push in, so beauty. I'll get that on ice. I'll grab another gun and fingers crossed I can get another kingy. I'm probably gonna have to stone shot it though. Otherwise get womped again by these bronzies. They look very hungry. So anyway, awesome. First kingy of the summer for Josh.
We get back in the water with a plan to head back around to where the kingfish were holding. Going to take Josh this time and use him as backup, knowing that if I shoot another kingy I'm going to need a second shot fast, or at least someone to help fend off the sharks. Encountered a nice big seal on the way, and once again found the fishy spot and got stuck into it.
Fishy spot, eh? Okay.
Josh tells me he's going to shoot a trevally. Actually, he'd already shot one, and he was going to use it to lure in a kingfish for me. Quite a classic technique, using kauai or similar species, and sure enough, within about 1 minute, a couple of kingfish came in.
Josh, drifting quite fast, eh? Drifting quite fast. Watch that. Just watch that current, eh? We're drifting quite fast out. Oh yeah?
I get a tap on the back from Josh, points down to the kingfish, and easy as that, dive down about 3 to 5 meters, line up the fattest, and take a good holding shot right through the fish. I don't let the fish get any room on me this time. Grab the shooting line as I'm swimming up hard, and I just skull drag this fish to the surface. I wasn't going to let this one go to the sharks also. We had one shark coming up underneath, just a little one, but still a shark, and the kingfish got a bit wound up seeing that, and yeah, didn't stop me. I just ripped it up, got it into my arms, and stabbing myself with the shaft. It was just all a bit chaotic, but managed to land the kingfish and swim it into the rocks so I could dispatch it.
Shot, bro. Lured him in.
Yeah, it worked.
Alright. This guy's got full life, bro.
How's that stroppy little bronze whaler?
I know, bro.
My trusty little $7 knife wasn't so trusty. As I was ickying the fish, it just snapped clean off inside the head. So luckily Josh had a few knives on hand.
You got a knife I could use? Yeah, I'll sort it out.
That's all good.
Hey Josh, if you could hold the key in the gills for a while,
Yep.
I'll get this gun sorted. You got him good, bro? Okay, give me a second. Awesome. First key. Summer. Yeah, bro. It's good. Got a mate for you on, bro.
Beauty, mate.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah. Beauty.
Clear.
Alright, well, second attempt, managed to kingy, so nothing huge, but probably around that 13, 15 kilo, so maybe 13 kilo stoked. So yeah, there's the remnants of the $7 knife stuck in its head. That's why the $7 snapped off. But yeah, that classic trick. Josh just shot a trevally and let it swim around on the spear, and he said, "Watch this one, watch this, mate. I'll bait one in for you." 20 seconds later, he's tapping me on the shoulder, and they're all under my legs. So yeah, couldn't resist, and whacked one. So yeah, on the board for summer. Stoked. There we go.
Beauty, mate.
Guys, make sure you look after your fish, eh? We've taken all the guts out, the gills, and get that salt ice and fill up that stomach cavity. That'll chill it down really nice, and just improves that meat quality a lot. So really important, eh? Shooting them is one thing. All right, we're gonna go check out some. New territory and explore. We haven't seen much of this place, both of us, so let's get into it. Beautiful day. Woo. Woo-hoo! Absolutely beautiful. Got a bit of a lagoon in here. We're going to go check out stunning here, Mokohinau Islands. This looks like good grey country here, bro.
Yeah.
Stunning. How awesome is this? This is awesome. Beautiful. Right, I'm on rock patrol.
We pulled up in the lagoon here and threw the drone up for a look. It was just the most incredible, beautiful scenery I'd seen in a long time.
cruised around, bit of an explore, and yeah, we found a new spot. Looks a lot cleaner than where we have been. Looking around 7 metres of this, which is yeah, plenty, and we're going to go for some crays. We've got our kingfish, so pressure's off. Yes, try and get a few red crayfish, red rock lobster, and maybe a snapper or two. So yeah, absolutely awesome day out, stunning.
After swimming in strong currents with green cold water and plenty of sharks all morning, it was a nice chance to relax in some clean water, shallow water, and just cruise around in the shallows checking out the fish life. Here you can see plenty of black angelfish, red moki, quite a barren area here with a lot of kinners, but some good territory on the other side with nice drop-offs and plenty of kelp. I found some nice big cracks and crevices which I dove down and explored, hoping to find a crayfish tucked in a ledge at the bottom. Unfortunately it was quite barren and not much going on around here. Even though this spot did seem quite dead, it still had plenty of demersal fish around and all sorts, so it's important not to rule a spot out if you're having a bad day. Make sure you come back in another time of the year, perhaps when it's a different moon phase, definitely when current's pushing more. A lot of factors can make a spot seem very lifeless one day, and then another day it can be teeming with fish life and might turn out to be one of your best spots. A beautiful school of blue mama below here. Amazing fish. It seemed like the perfect habitat here for some butterfish with very good numbers, and chose to take one more. When hunting butterfish, good practice is to dive down into the kelp, even if it's very shallow, 2 to 3 meters, and once you lay in the kelp for 5 to 10 seconds, you'll notice all the butterfish become more at ease and they come out of the kelp to come check you out. Quite inquisitive at times. I noticed a few inquisitive wrasse below, so went down and took a few kinner from this kinner barren here and gave them a good feed. Nice fat juicy kinner for the wrasse, absolutely loved it. Pretty cool experience being able to hand feed fish in the wild. The wrasse weren't shy and it looked like they wanted some more kinner, so I gave them what they wanted and cracked a few open for them. Such a cool experience. Can literally pat these fish, they're so tame in some spots. Moving along the coast, exploring some new terrain, my favourite thing to do. I found a cave with the unmistakable sight of some crayfish antenna, in this case pack horse lobster, one small one and one big one, so nice easy grab here, and came out with a nice lobster, scaring away a big scorpion fish which was in the cave at the same time.
Awesome. Nice pack horse lobster. Beautiful. Woo! Woohoo! Well, that's good. Nice pack horse lobster. Just sitting in that cave with a couple of young ones, so awesome. And just as I was grabbing that lobster out of that cave, a big scorpion fish, Granddaddy Hartbooker otherwise known as, just scooted out the other side, so I'm going to go down and have a search, and I might be able to find that scorpion fish, fingers crossed, because they are tasty, one of my favourite fish, so get back underwater. Wow, got some pretty cool caves in here. Go for an explore, see if we can find some crays hiding in here.
With no crays found in the cave and my stomach starting to grumble, it was time to head back to the boat and get some lunch into the stomach.
Nice little dive in this bay, nice butterfish, beautiful pigfish, and a pack horse cray. Beautiful.
Oh, lunchtime, home cool lamb sausages.
Beauty. Get some tucker in the guts, and we're going to go hit one last spot for the afternoon. Don't know what we want, snapper or a cray. That'll do.
Righto, final dive spot for the day. Gonna go circle around this island and see what we can pick up. We jump in at the new spot. A little bit cleaner on this side, nice big deep gutters, perfect for snapper. I'll have to come back here and have another hunt. Unfortunately it was a bit quiet on this day. Here's Josh peering over a ledge. I follow him down, take over, moving away along this ledge, peering over, trying to see if there's a nice snapper. One reason why I love diving New Zealand waters is just the vast difference in underwater landscape, especially on groups of islands, but in general all around New Zealand. As you can see, it's just so different between spots.
Well, that's a wrap for today. Just swam around this island here, and a school of huge kingies came in, easy 25-30 kilos, big fish, probably more about 30, and already got on for today and just had a small gun, so decided not to take shots. Yeah, so it's all good, plenty of fish, cool to see some big fish around, so we'll be back at this spot once it clears up in summer. But yeah, bloody good day. You had it, Josh?
Oh, mate. Yeah.
Couple months off, lockdown, fitness is mandatory. Oh yeah. gear's all washed down. When you're washing your guns, get right into those mix, flush them out. So everything's really well washed, and they'll last forever if they're a good quality gun. And all your gear, make sure you look after it, good wash. Wash the dog. Sorry Finn. We've had the fish sitting overnight in the cooler bag, so it should be set really well. That's good to see. It's still full of ice, and that kingfish is beautiful, nice and chilled. Yeah, these little cooler bags work really well, especially for large fish like kingfish. They're great. Yeah, all these butterfish, they're just set beautifully. So we're gonna have a bit of a fillet session, and yeah, get it done. We're gonna have a feed later. Awesome. The quality of this flesh, it's beautiful. Well, kingi's all cut up. I'll just show you one of these butterfish, otherwise known as greenbone. Greenbone for a reason. You can see in there, I'll bring it into the light. Yeah, so their diet's predominantly pretty much all seaweed, and yeah, they're vegetarian, so I believe that it's part of the reason why their bones go a bluey green. They're pretty cool. And yeah, these are also set nicely, so beautiful. Might be butterfish burgers for dinner.
Got stuck into some fresh fish for lunch that day. Fried some pink mau mau up and paired that with some pickle, cheese, Best Foods mayonnaise, and whacked that in a bun. Grilled them away in the pan, and they were just beautiful. After a tasty feast for lunch that evening, I cruised down the coast with a bunch of mates, took the barbecue, a few beers, and had a good cook up.
Oh well, here we are. I've got my kingfish.
And we're just here on the west coast cliffs, and a little bit of a barbecue,
A bit of a feast. Oh good.
got the barbie going, a couple of beers. How's that, bro? Woo!